I can only say that it is imitating animals. It is disgusting. It is a place of impurity. It is a place of answering the call of nature. How can you put your tongue and your mouth there? Right?
To be used in such filthy things that we did not learn except from the kafir. Even the dogs may not do this, the animals. So one should refrain from such filthy things.
Despite the fact that oral sex is not haram, it is completely disgusting and does not conform to the pure taste and the decency of a Muslim's personality, end quote. I am sympathetic to this, so it is not haram. You're not going to be sinful.
That the correct opinion among the people of knowledge is that it is permissible, and there isn't anything that states that it is haram from the direct, clear proof of the Kitab and of the Sunnah. Okay? And if a person, if it's from his or her customs, and if it's a means of you keeping your wife chaste or your husband chaste, and allow them to lower their gaze and to have their minds off of sin and fahisha that we're surrounded by, wala hawla wala quwwata illa billah, then it should be done, and it perhaps it could be recommended depending on the need of your spouse.
Chapter 15 of my book, A Taste of Honey, Sexuality and Erotomology in Islam. Meaning it is even permissible for the man to perform cunnilingus on his wife, because most women do not experience an orgasm via penetrative sex alone. Studies have shown only about 20 to 30% of women regularly experience an orgasm via penetrative intercourse alone. So oral sex can be definitely a great way, a wonderful way to not only please a woman, but also to help her experience the joys of sex. So that's why in my book I then gave some techniques and advice in terms of performing cunnilingus, especially about, for men to ensure that their wife is comfortable with herself, that he always gives her compliments, encouraging women to ensure that the importance of personal hygiene before the man goes down on her. And then I provided some techniques and tips. I've provided, I think it's about 19 different techniques and tips, like the blowing bubbles technique, the finger eight tongue technique, different techniques for men to perform cunnilingus on their wife. And then also for women, I also provided some techniques and tips on fellatio, however you want to call it, blowjob, giving head. So I've provided like 15 points or techniques or tips for women in order to perform fellatio on their husband. So you can check that out if you want to read more. That's in chapter 15 of my book, A Taste of Honey, Sexuality and Erotomology in Islam.